Hey everyone, we're going to work on practice sheet number 10. So let's look at number 1. We've been doing these, but we're still going to practice together because we're having a lot of issues with this. So when we multiply, remember when we multiply or divide, we do Texas. Okay, so do 5 times 4 plus 4. 5 times 4 plus 4 is 24. Over 5 times 7 times 3 plus 4. 7 times 3 is 21 plus 4 is 25 over 7. Okay, now we look for a relationship. If you cannot find this relationship, then you multiply 24 times 25, 5 times 7. Then you'll divide to make it a mixed number and simplify it. But I would try to find the relationship. Hopefully we all can see, these are always easy. 5 and 25, we know those work together. 5 divided by 5 and 25 divided by 5. Okay? There is no relationship here. Okay? 24 is even, that is not even. This is prime. So it would have to go in there exactly, and it doesn't. 7 is not a factor of that. So 24 times 5 is what? 120. 1 times 7. And then I divide to make this a mixed number. So I'm going to let you know it's going to be number, and then the fraction. Okay? Number 2, I want to talk about this one. Gary walked 9 1/3 miles last week. This week he walked half of that distance. How far did he walk this week? So when it says half the distance, okay, that means a couple of things. Half of a distance would be half of is times 9 1/3. Or you could say, well, when I take half, it's like dividing by 2. 9 1/3 divided by 2. Okay? But if you watch this, so here we do Texas. Make that improper. Now look over here. If I make that improper, it's the same thing. Remember, this will be 2 over 1. So it'll be 28 over 3. Keep, change, flip. It works out to be exactly the same. So half of is half times or divide by 2, which will end up being multiplying by half. Okay? Your job is to do this. There is a relationship here. If you don't see it, if you don't know what it is, multiply, divide, and you will have to simplify at the end. Okay? Because you want to make sure it is a mixed number, because it will repeat. Number 3, make a mixed number. I'm not going to do this for you. You know how to do this. Number 4, we need to make sure that we have our formula chart. So pause the video and pull out your formula chart. I'm going to pull up a formula chart. So as a reminder, we're not doing circumference, we're doing area of a circle. A equals pi r squared. A equals pi r squared. So and over here, I have a rectangle. Hopefully I know that formula, but if not, rectangle A equals BH. Okay. Now the one thing I need to remember is my shape. So over here, I usually start with that. I'm going to put my semicircle. with a diameter of 12. I know it's a diameter because it goes all the way across. My rectangle, the base of 12, height of 7 centimeters, okay? So all this will end up being in centimeters squared. So you need to find the whole area first, okay? Pi, 3.14. The radius, remember radius just goes to the center, so the radius is 6. It's half of 12, okay? So 6 squared, so 3.14 times 6 times 6. Okay, now remember, whatever you get here, you need to multiply this out. My pen is messing up a little bit today. Okay, whatever you get, you need to divide that by 2 because it's a semicircle. Okay, right? Hopefully we remember that. Now you'll figure out this one, and your last step is to add, because once we find the two areas, we add them together. Okay. Hopefully we're professionals at number 5. Change 15%. Percent means I compare it to 100. Hopefully we all know that. Now your job is to simplify this. These will not divide by 2. They're not even. One of them is not. Okay, number 6. Jenna is saving up money to buy gifts for her mom for her birthday. One gift cost $81.75 and the other $45.25. And these costs already include tax. So she wants to buy both of those for her mom. She has saved $50 already. How much more will she need to save? I already know that I need more than 50 because that one by itself is more than 50. She would have enough if she only wanted this one here, but this one she doesn't have enough for. So she wants to make sure she can buy both of those, okay? Number 7, you're going to do this, but just as a reminder, we're still struggling with this. 0.2. If I don't see a decimal, it's at the end. Move it once to the end. Have to move this one once, which means I have to add that 0. Okay. Okay, number 8. Divide and write the answer in simplest form. So, Texas. So I want you to do that real quick by yourself. 5 times 7 plus 1. Divide by 9/7. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 2 is 9. Then keep, change, flip. So keep this, change that to multiply, and flip that. And I'm going to tell you there will be a relationship right there. Okay? Number 9, find the area of the triangle. So, guys, A equals half BH. A lot of you put that, but then you forget to carry that down whenever you're putting in your numbers. We need to make sure we take half somewhere. And the last one is circumference. So let's look, before I even look at the formula chart, I'm going to look here and I'm going to recognize, is this radius or diameter? And hopefully we know that's radius. So now I want to make sure I check the formula chart. I know what the formula is, but some of us are getting it confused with area. Circumference, 2 pi r or pi d. I want to use 2 pi r because I have the radius. Okay, so when I bring this down, this is another mistake I'm seeing. You have to bring that 2. That means times 2. 3.14 times 4.5. Now, I'll give you a hint. You don't have to do this. I would multiply these two first. If you do, you'll get a whole number. So I would multiply this times this. It'll be something 0.0 that you can just use that number, okay?